Angelina Christina, and I'm from Venice, California. I'm an artist. I work mostly with spray paint. I grew up in Venice, in Los Angeles, and I started painting when I was painting and drawing when I was really young, like 4 years old, and I just never stopped, and it became kind of a professional thing when I was like 15, 16, and I'm 32 now, so I travel all the time, yeah. I'm like constantly living out of my bag and going from place to place and painting murals. Traveling and painting is awesome. I love it. It's like the perfect life for me. I started doing paintings out here. I think the Salton Sea was the first one. I had done some like smaller stuff out in the desert. I've been traveling out to the desert since I was a kid. My family has a house in Lake Havasu, so we've been coming through this desert my whole life. And I've been doing little stuff out here my entire life, but yeah, the Salton Sea piece was the first like big piece in the desert, and doing that piece led to everything I've done at Bar, and then doing stuff at Bar has led to everything else I've done in the Coachella Valley and Palm Springs. The Salton Sea mural, my friend Finn was coming into town from London, and we were planning on working for several months kind of all over the place. We were planning on going to Minneapolis and New York, and but I really wanted, and he did too, we both really wanted to do some work in the desert. I think we're both really drawn to doing stuff out like in kind of an open desert landscape. So I found that location with my friend Craig, who's a photographer that traveled with us. And then when Finn got there, we were ready to paint that wall. And we, I think it took us like about a week and a half to paint it. We were staying in Indio and going back and forth, going out there. And we wanted to incorporate animals that were present there out at the Salton Sea. So we used rattlesnakes and bobcats. And I think there's a bobcat and a raccoon in the piece as well. The skulls. I really like it, the Coachella Valley and Palm Springs. I think it just has a really good energy, and I like being here, and I like working here. Personally, I just like selfishly, I just like the feel of it here, so I like doing my art here, and I like the people here, so I like sharing what I do with this community. I feel like all the different parts of the Coachella Valley are so different. You know, Indio is different than the Salton Sea. Slab City is completely different than anything else. Palm Springs is completely different than all the rest. Desert Hot Springs is different. So I like the feel of each place out here. Influenced by artists that are working now, but I'm also influenced by artists that worked, you know, hundreds of years ago. I studied at UCLA, and I also studied in Italy and in Greece. So I have kind of an extensive art history background. So I'm definitely influenced and inspired by artists hundreds of years back, thousands of years back, and everyone who's working today. I have been. Since I did the mural in the Salton Sea last September, I have traveled to New York a few times, done work out there. Florida, went to Art Basel in Miami, painted out there. Denver, Boulder, Minneapolis, Brazil, all over the place. But I keep coming back here. I think I come back here more, and I do work out here more than any other place. And I painted at Coachella too this year at the music festival for the Do Lab. And a lot of work in Las Vegas as well. I'm doing a mural for the Academy of Motion Pictures, Arts and Sciences, but it's going to be on the old May Company building on Fairfax and Wilshire. It's cool. I mean, it's a commission for them, so it's not a piece like this where I have 100% freedom, but I basically have my freedom with it. It should be interesting. I'm curious to see how it'll come out. I have like 5 days to do it, so starting tomorrow. It looks like I'm going to be going to Brazil at the end of October, and I will be painting at Art Basel in Miami this year as well again. So just the murals, I think. If I can think of any, yeah. Definitely want to give a shout out to Finn Dak. It's his birthday on the 27th of September, so happy birthday, Finn. And he's the one that I worked with, I collaborated with on the mural on the front of bar that got all the attention. And we also did the mural together at the Salton Sea, which kind of led us to all the subsequent work that we did out here. So big shout out to Finn and happy birthday for all your hard work and awesomeness. And also a big shout out to Alex, Ease One, who I worked with on this piece in the back of bar, and the piece over there in the corner of bar, and all the work that we did at Hacienda. He's awesome, and I love working with him. He's brilliant. And shout out to Palm Springs and the Coachella Valley for being amazing. I love you guys. The best way to keep updated with me is my Instagram, probably. It's at StarfighterA, or my Facebook, which is Angelina Christina. And updating my website now, so that should be up soon. My studio is in Venice, and as far as purchasing work, either just contact me directly or contact my studio in Venice. There isn't a lot of work to purchase. Most of the work I do is murals, but anything that I have is usually there. So also I do have stuff at Gallery 446 here in Palm Springs on Indian Canyon, so they have some of my work as well. Big thank you to Coachella Valley Productions for coming all the way to Palm Springs and shooting this interview. You guys are great. Thank you.